So our next topic's a fun one. It's one that I love. It's new construction. With the lack of inventory, we keep getting phone calls with buyers that want to build their house. I think this is a great option if you're set up to do it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hurdles and jumps that you got to go through to build a home.
So we want to talk about the steps.
But yeah, let's talk about the steps.
Because it's a really hard process.
Oh, it is.
But
because we've done it and we know the process.
We'd like to think we're experienced.
Yeah.
So what's step one?
Step one is let's determine how we're going to pay for it. So are we paying cash or are we going to get a loan?
Now, what do you mean by cash? Cash for the land or cash for?
Cash for both.
For everything.
So are you going to buy the land outright and then pay for the contractors as everything progresses? Or are you going to wrap it all into a loan?
And getting a new construction loan, not everybody does those.
Right, it's not very easy. So fortunately we do have a handful of lenders.
Local lenders
that will help you through the process.
Yeah.
And this can be a process to where you are getting a loan for the land and then you're gonna roll it into a construction loan.
Yeah.
But you have to have a lender that specializes
Right.
in new construction. It's not your everyday lender.
Yeah, so once we do that, we can identify the financing portion of it. Then
And then number two, permitting.
permitting.
So what are you going to do with the land?
Right. Are you going to use it for a recreational piece? Are you going to build a single
camp and
Right. Some people do. Some people look
camp and swim.
right. Or is it going to be a single family residence? Are you looking to build your home on it? But we do get a lot of calls where people want to build multifamily and they want to live in one side of it.
Right.
So there's all different types of options on
Right.
that.
And most people that call us, most of the time,
Single family.
want to buy or build a house.
Right.
So, so that's what they're going to do with it. And then step three would be to look at the lot and what's needed.
Correct.
So what does that mean?
Because in our area, there's a lot of different. We've got a lot of wetlands, topography, and so we need to look and make sure that the lot's suitable for your needs.
Right. And some
And this is usually done during a feasibility time.
Yeah.
Once we find that piece of property.
Right. And some land, it will have a well already on it.
Right.
Or septic, or maybe the sewer line is at the street, but you have to pay for the sewer to go to the home site.
Yeah, you've got to pay for everything. So once you get that, once you understand that portion of it, there's all different processes. We're going to have it perked if it needs a septic. So we're going to go through that process. We're going to need to get the well installed.
And power.
And power.
How are you going to get power?
Right, where's power located? Where are we pulling it from?
Or is there gas at the street?
Mm-hmm.
And then the number four is to design your project.
Which is probably one of the, it's frustrating, but it's fun to be able to get with an architect and design the floor plan.
Most people don't go straight to an architect. They hire a builder at this point.
Correct.
Who's got the connection of the architect.
And that's what I highly recommend, that you hire a builder to do this with you.
A local builder who knows
A local builder who knows what they're doing. They know the county restrictions, they know the process, and they're gonna help navigate this for you.
So you've identified your land, you know how you're gonna pay for it, you know what's needed to get a house on there, and you selected your builder and your floor plan. Then
next step is he's going to submit your package. You're going to put everything together. You're going to put together a site plan. You're going to put together your floor plan, and you're going to submit everything to the county or city, whichever you're building at.
And they'll give you a fee schedule, right?
Correct.
This is the cost for permitting and the things that are needed.
And
now it's a waiting game.
It's a hurry up and wait.
It's a hurry up and wait. So you've submitted everything. Now you're waiting for approval from.
You pay all your fees,
Right.
and then you wait for the county to basically say yes, looks good. And during that process, they have to come visit the property, right, and make sure.
Not necessarily, no. They don't. So your builder's going to submit everything to them that they need, and they can do it right from the county.
Gotcha.
So the only time they're going to come out on site is to do inspections.
During the building
process. You've got to have everything set up prior to your foundation. They're going to come out and inspect that, and then it'll be just every step of the way there'll be inspections.
Right.
But they're going to be able to, with the packet that's submitted, give you the yes or no.
Okay. And then once it's approved,
Let's go.
Start building.
Yeah.
And
Get the dig out done, get your footings, get your foundation, lumber drops.
If you've got a good builder working for you, it's a lot less stressful because you're
not trying to.
And the more that you can be organized for your builder, the better it's going to be.
Yeah.
So get through all of your selection process, get all of your, in our day and age, we're having a really difficult time still with products. So the further ahead of it you can get, the less stress you're going to have.
Right. So then a home's built.
The home's built. Now there's a couple different options depending on your loan, but you're gonna get your final occupancy permit from the city or county.
Okay.
They're gonna come out and inspect it. Now you're ready to close.
And that's when you start making payments, or do you make payments throughout the?
Well, it depends. Typically, you're gonna be making payments during the process, but sometimes, no. Sometimes it's gonna convert at the end, and it's gonna convert into your standard 30-year fixed mortgage.
We were meeting with a lender recently who was explaining his new construction loan and what's available for his buyers. And he said, well, it's going to be more expensive. So after talking about this, I mean, I'm sure it sounds like a really expensive process.
It's long. It's a very long process. It is expensive.
And what we were thinking is, well, a new car costs more than a used car, and it's very similar because a brand new, if you're building it yourself, you're going to be paying a little bit extra for all of these things if you're doing a custom home.
Because as a one-off, I'm just building your own, you don't have your systems in place on where to save money on what, what step of the way. And so, yeah, it costs a lot.
So we talked about the process and the steps involved. It's expensive.
Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry because this process is going to take you, I would say, 6 to 12 months at least.
At least, yeah. So it's, you have to have pretty deep pockets to build a home yourself, and be very flexible on your time frame.
Be very flexible, yes.
And plan for about 12 months.
If you're looking for more information on building a custom home, give us a call.